Hello, everyone. Let's make sure everyone's here. Let me know if you are. I can at least get some stuff here. Give me 1 second. Let me look if I can pull down. I'm sorry, 1 second, guys. I'm doing a live art stream tonight on Ethan Van Sciver's channel. If he'll have me, because last time I showed my mom cartoons. I don't want to blow up his spot. I really don't. I don't want him to have to lock it up and hide the thing. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to pull up. How can I do that? How can I pull up the audience? How can I do that here? Sorry. Give me 1 second. I should be able to do this by now, right? Give me 1 second, guys. As soon as Ethan goes live, I'm going to jump on there. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'll be having a separate live auction with my more quote-unquote controversial posts, cartoons. My more controversial, quote-unquote controversial, because I don't see it as controversial. I really don't. I don't know. Let me figure this out. How the hell can I? Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to delete this because I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I should be able to put the comments on here. Where can I find that? Okay. Okay. Okay, so no one's here yet. If anyone's watching by any chance, I assume you are because I'm going live on X. I don't think I'm going live anywhere else because, again, okay. So on Ethan Van Sciver's channel, I'm going to be. Again, I'm not going to blow up his channel. He was kind enough to let me sell my Mahalo cartoons last time. I don't want him to have to, private the video. I don't have to, make others feel uncomfortable. It's my thing. But I do appreciate that, and really appreciate the fact that he did let me do it last time. This time, I'm going to have more things like Pigman. Like the corner boxes in the comic books years ago. This is something along those lines. A very direct Pigman drawing. Original art. This one's 11 by 15. And then I have other ones for my own live one later on, after the Ethan Van Sciver show, Comic Pro Secrets. I assume you know what this is. I don't have to spell it out for you. If you know, great. This is something a little different. It's a graphite drawing, an alternative version of, as you can see, Darth Vader, like a Punisher style version with the skull, but it's Darth Vader's mask instead on his body. I like how it came out. And then I got this other one. This is a painting I did with gouache, like that slightly different type of watercolor. This one is a big one, 15 by 21, I believe, or 15 by 20. And the idea is that it's Anakin Skywalker. This is, when was it? This was a little before, I think even before Hayden Christensen was cast. So this was after The Phantom Menace. There was a call from Lucasfilm. They wanted some artists. There was an open call. So I made some copies of these paintings and I sent them in. And I gotta say, you can say what you want, you can think what you want, but I never saw Jedi's wielding two lightsabers at once. You know, you never know. Maybe some of those submissions were in. The guys who took care of the submissions saw this, said, "Huh, I'll ignore the guy, but I'll pretend that I came up with the idea of having Anakin wield two lightsabers as he did in the movie." Look, you know, the ideas you don't know where you get them. And we never saw it before, so anyway, the idea here is that he's surrounded by the dark side, and he's gonna go down no matter what. Even though at this point he's still somewhat good, he has the good lightsaber and the evil one. So that was the idea. So yeah, I get other ones. Howard Rourke, the Fountainhead. I did this before the Joker movie came out. Maybe I had already learned that Joaquin Phoenix was cast. And I got a number of these also. Walter White as Muhammad. Heisenberg. You know, I couldn't give him a great body. I just couldn't do it. I had to give him a skinny, flabby body. I think that definitely works. But if anyone's there, let me know. I just want to make sure I'm not speaking out to the wilderness here. I hope someone's here. Just let me know. Huh. Yeah, so this along those lines is, of course, Conan. It's a play on Conan the Barbarian. And a comic I have thought about is having a comic book about Muhammad the Barbarian, showing some of his exploits. This one. Thanks, Hamilton. Thanks, let me know. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ethan's live stream. I think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be at 6, so it's late, but hopefully it still goes on. If not, maybe next time. In the meantime, I just wanted to show because again, I don't want to blow up his live stream. I think last time he privated it. Thanks, Tiso. Yeah, it's fun. It's I think Gru is his name. GRU, Gru, and he has a Hitler mustache that goes down to the beard with the kafia, with the terrorist scarf made famous by Arafat. So yeah, last time Ethan was kind enough, very very kind, to allow me to sell my Muhammad cartoons. And I remember some of the people braced themselves, and it became a little running joke because it was like, okay, what do you got next, Bosh? Almost braced themselves. So I sold them, and I was very happy to. But at the same time, I think he privated it, and he didn't want any heat. I don't blame him. So tonight I'm gonna have some non-Muhammad cartoons on that live stream, if it does come on, which I think it will. Did I mistake the times? I think I've been wrong. Okay, so I think right. I think it's gonna happen in 15 minutes. Okay, good. So I was mistaken by the time, but anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have a few non-Muhammad cartoons on Ethan's live stream, and then on my own after. I'll let anyone who knows who's in the room to come in there, if you're interested. I got a handful of Muhammad cartoons, so. Let me just run it by again. This one. This is 14 by 17. He has the breasts, and he has the gut, and the flabby. Muhammad as the witch, the queen, who becomes a witch at the end of Snow White, with flies going around him. as a rapper. He has a hoodie / baseball hat. Shit. We need a Muhammad emoji, especially on X. Come on, Elon. Come on. Why not? Why not? Free speech, go all the way. Walter White, Heisenberg as Muhammad. The Woker. Howard Rourke. The hero from the Ayn Rand's Fountainhead. And then these are the ones I probably will try to sell on Ethan's live auction. Again, this was it was a call from Lucasfilm years ago, and they were looking for artists, and I sent in copies of this and a few other ones. And as I mentioned, and I'll mention again probably on the live stream, on Ethan's live stream, is that this is prior to Hayden Christensen being hired. So I projected what it might look like. So it was more or less pretty much on. And I had him with wielding two lightsabers. Now, maybe Star Wars lore happened before. I don't know. I never saw it before. I know that the Attack of Clones at the end, Anakin wielded two lightsabers. I know that. And maybe it was inspired by this. Again, people, oh, come on. Hey, I never saw it before. And my idea, again, was to make it like he's surrounded by the dark side. He's going to go down no matter what. He's going to put a valiant fight for a certain amount, but he's going down. Even though he has two sabers, even though he's a great Jedi. That was my thinking. And then also an alternate version of Darth Vader, like a Punisher style. It's graphite, very different. And this is 14 by 17. And then I got this one, James Dean as Muhammad. And then finally this one. To me, it's like, again, it's like the corner boxes for the old Marvel comics. The classic direct image of Pigman's face. That's how Pigman looks. Pigskin leather. A crimson, basically a black, slightly crimson suit. The highlights are in red. I guess I was thinking maybe Daredevil, but it's all black with some red highlights. And the color of his mask and his belt and his boots and his gloves, it's rust color because it's made of pigskin leather. Let me just answer some questions here, and then I'll get ready for the live stream. We should be coming up soon. Okay, guys, so Gru is the Despicable Me characters. Yes, that's right, Hamilton. Hamilton asks, do you have a campaign running now, or else where can we buy your stuff? Auction, picture site. I am about to have a campaign, and I've been going back and forth on a few different ones. Indiegogo, Fund My Comic. I'm leaning towards Fund My Comic. And again, I don't play it safe. I just don't want it to be bombed because again, it's my first campaign. I might do it both. I asked out there. The majority wanted Fund My Comic, but a lot of people said, "Why don't you try both?" I might do that. I might try that. You know, because I want us to be as successful as possible. Another part of me is like, I might have it on my own website. I got my own website. You know, why not? But Hamilton, yeah, you can go to boschfawson.com, and I got cleaned out by CG customers, which it's a great problem to have. I just couldn't get the order until now, so I'm probably gonna get it next week because it's I think it's beyond production. They're about to ship it out. So I got my Pigman comics, 3 so far, A Table for One, my first graphic novel, and I got 6 different books, other books. Muhammad playing cards, Muhammad trading cards, Pigman trading cards, and a link also my t-shirt store, Teespring, which they took out 2 or 3 of my shirts so far, unfortunately. It's, again, to be expected. I roll with these things because it's like, that's life, right? But anyway, check it out, Hamilton. You might like some stuff there. I got a lot of prints. I don't have all my prints there. Google bombed my store. They nuked it out of existence after my also blog with 14 years of blogs, right? Thousands of posts, articles, cartoons, everything wiped out unceremoniously, no warning. After 14 years, all of a sudden, I guess I was a danger, right? Anyway, so I have a new website now, and I'm slowly adding items to it. I have a blog, a store, and check it out. So boschfawson.com. I have digital versions of my comics, my first graphic novel, Pigman, and then I'm also working on other things. So yeah, check it out, boschfawson.com. Mike Hunt, White Flower. What's that about, Mike? Pop Culture Avenger. Hello. Uh, I don't think I'm going to sell any Pigman original art tonight, unless you're interested or someone who's willing to pay more than last time. Because I've never been too precious about my original art. I really haven't. To me, it's raw material for the story, for the comic book. The comic book is the thing. The original art gets me there. So I'm not precious about it. But the work, takes a lot of thought, a lot of time. Even as though it's pretty simple. I keep my art simple, but designing it, thinking it through, writing it, all this stuff, right? So no, I'm not going to sell it unless you guys are willing to pay, $350 or more. If that's too much for you, I understand. I'm just not willing to pay. I'm not willing to give it away for less than that. That's all. $150, no. Now for my original drawings, single drawings, I'm fine with that. $150, $250, whatever. Comic book pages, I'm adapting the Fountainhead, so those pages will be a lot more because I don't want to really part with them at that point. 500, maybe more. We'll see. I also, if anyone's interested, if you're not aware, I'm the winner of the Muhammad Cartoon Contest in 2015, May 3rd, 2015. I was announced as the winner at the event in Garland, Texas. After I was announced, the two jihadists came to mass murder us. They got their heads blown off, and it became an international news story. So I almost died for that cartoon. Almost died for free speech. Everyone there, we all could have been killed if we didn't take care of business. If basically Pamela Geller and Robert Spencer didn't have the wherewithal to say, okay, we're gonna have massive security here. Local cops. There was a SWAT team, a SWAT team was there. So pretty damn cool. But the point is that I also sell recreations of my Winnie Muhammad cartoon where Muhammad's, with a sword and he's yelling at me and says, you can't draw me. And you can see my hands drawn and there's a word balloon coming from the artist, me saying, that's why I draw you. And it became a news story to the point where all these news networks, leftist news networks, wanted me on, from ABC to CBS to NBC, the CNN, MSNBC. And since Fox News reneged on showing the cartoon, I was pissed. So I said, if you want me on your show, show the cartoon, or else I'm not going to come on. They said, oh, we can't do that. I said, then I can't come on. So my point is that I'm selling recreations of it for $500. If that's too much for you, I get it, but that's my most famous cartoon. It's one that could have cost me my life. So it's it's limited to 20, and I'm down to 8. I sold 12, so I'm down to 8. If anyone's interested, check it out. I try to make it as faithful to the original. Little changes here and there. I always try to make it slightly different, a little more unique. But overall, it's the whole point of it, and I sign and number it, specifically 8 of 20 and so on. Okay. Mike says, I don't get the Kickstarter boycott from CG and Indiegogo Banshee, so I don't see a boycott there. Yeah, I mean, I think it has something to do with John Malin and something else. And the whole point about was this. It's their boycott, and all they say is this: you can go there, but we're not going to help promote it if it's on there. And I get that. I don't think it should be fought against. I don't should be argued against. Like, oh, okay, I get it. That's it. If you want them to help promote your work, do it Indiegogo, Fund My Comic, other alternative sources, whatever you have, or your own website. Which again, I might be even doing it on my own website because I see that Shane Davis does it on his own website. The bulk of his crowdfunding. Why not? I got my own website. It shouldn't be that hard to figure it out and have a page on it. That's an alternative. Super Tiso, thanks. I wish I do too. I want to move some stuff. And again, anyone here, if you're interested in my Muhammad cartoons, the original drawings, I'm going to do it after the Comicsgate live art auction on my own website, on my own YouTube channel / Twitter. I used to be able to live stream Facebook, Twitter, and Facebook X and YouTube. I can't do it on Facebook now. They're punishing me, so I forget that I even have Facebook now. I'm like, whatever. I don't really post it anymore. X is my main place, and YouTube is slowly trying to build the channel. I've taken off for a little bit. I've had a few things to deal with, so the point is that I have an 18 to 19 part Alex Toth series. Check it out if you haven't. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can see them. And it's all about the build-up, the interviews, the retrospectives on Toth, his own words, where he explains his art. He's very articulate about his art and why he does it. He's great. And to me, again, I will say it till the end of days, he's the greatest comic book artist of all time. He outdrew them all. There are great artists out there, and I love them all. Not all, as I say. I mean, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, John Buscema, the Ramirez, all-time greats. Art Adams, all these guys. John Byrne. I mean, he's great. Walt Simonson. I'm rereading his Thor comics right now. It's fantastic. It's great. But Alex Toth is the man. He's the guy. He outdrew them all. He cared just a little more to push the medium. He really did, to push it into a work of art. Hey, Michelle. Amoral Fat, 40 ounce. How's it going? Yeah, Mike. Dick Masterson was such an asshole. He was trashing our soldiers in ways that I found to be really dirty, underhanded. It's one thing to criticize our military adventures, right? That, as they're called, where our scum government sends our soldiers to wars where they're unprepared, they're not ready for it, they're not being told to kill the enemy, they're told to bring democracy and all that bullshit, right? And then to trash our soldiers who are put their lives on the line for us. It's unacceptable to trash them the way they did. So I said, fuck you. I called him out. And then someone linked me to something that they made fun of me, like my face with a fake mouth, where I think that fat pig Vito was having me say certain things about blowing the military, whatever. So fuck him. I mean, if he's going to be that dirty about our military, fuck him. I don't give a shit. Whatever you think about, again, wars and all that and our government, our soldiers put their lives on the line. Our politicians don't. Our soldiers do. We should respect them. That's it. So, at that point, just fuck them. I don't care. But yeah, so, Amoral Fat 40 ounce, just make sure your page has a counter of the money and backers raised. If it's a psychological thing where people like to see the money go up. Yeah, right. Of course. No doubt. If I do it on my own website, absolutely. I'm going to try to make it as, similar to the campaigns as I see. And I think Shane is probably the best example in terms of him doing it from his own website. I like that. It's your control. You can't get banned, really, unless the carrier of your website says, what are you doing here? But short of that, that's an option. I don't know. I got to find out because, again, people are used to Indiegogo. Most of the comic skaters do Indiegogo. We'll see. I have to figure it out soon, though, because I definitely want to start it within a week or two. I definitely want to do it because I put a pause on it for a bit. I was like, okay, I got the video ready. I got a lot of the details ready. I got a few covers in mind, alternative covers, and some additional pages here and there that I'll be working on as I do it. Okay, so Pop Culture Adventure. Bosch, do you post on Instagram? You may pick up some buyers for your upcoming campaign. I do, not as often. My main place is X. That's the main place I've always loved. If you ask me my preferences in terms of social media, it's always been like Twitter prior, now X. The short, concise, quick post and run. It's just the best to me. Yeah, Hamilton. I think he is. I think again, I can tolerate people with different views and that trashing our soldiers the way he did. Fuck him. I mean, that's it. That's a piece of shit because any soldier puts their lives on the line is better than him. And the idea that he presumes to trash them, trying to equate them, conflate them with the scum in Washington, unacceptable. Unacceptable. So yeah. Skull, Trevor. Yeah, man. I did a live stream days ago. I didn't do it for like a month. I did it days ago. And again, I was also locked out of my Google account, my YouTube account. I couldn't get emails, couldn't do anything for a number of days. And I was able to figure it out. I'm sorry. And so yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the live stream. So again, guys, if you're interested in some of my art, I'm gonna sell my non-Muhammad cartoons, non-controversial cartoons on Ethan's channel, on the live stream. And then after that, I'm going to go on X/YouTube and offer my Muhammad cartoons if anyone's interested. I got some good ones here. I got one or two that I don't think you guys have seen. Maybe some of you have, but I haven't shown them in a little while. So thanks for chiming in, guys. Yep. Oh yeah. Come on down to the Comicsgate art auction on Ethan Manskyver's channel. Check it out, guys. All right, guys. Be well. Take care. I'll see you there. Thanks, man.